Dude, I was thinking, like, today especially, but I don't know what your guys' standpoint and, like, viewpoint is on, like, how human nature got here. But I really almost think that that's aliens.
No, aliens
put us here, and they saw us hatch, and aliens have been here this entire time. And aliens, like, gave us the blueprint on how to build pyramids and, like, speed up evolution.
I will do a whole other podcast on it.
Seriously though. And, like, humans and, like aliens, like, think about it. Like, a couple thousand years ago, we went from building fucking, like, straw huts to, like, now we're going to Mars and shit. Like, the reason of that is because we have been in contact with aliens.
I believe it. I believe
like,
it.
Not everyone.
Not
just
everyone.
like a couple, like alien. I think aliens have been here this whole time. I believe in UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of stuff.
I've seen a lot of fucking UFOs. I've definitely seen
I believe more like
now
interdimensional aliens than extraterrestrial aliens.
They're here to help us.
I agree.
And they put us here on purpose. And they know that at any point a fucking meteor can take everybody out, and they're here to go, like, okay, like, hey, like, let's help out this species that we put you. It'd be like a science experiment that you guys you guys just grew this new moth and it's pink. You guys don't want to see it just die out randomly. Like, you're gonna help it thrive, you're gonna give it water, you're gonna give it oxygen. Like, I think, like, how the fuck did we get here, guys?
Okay, I kind of want to go into this. I really want to go into this.
I agree.
Because this is the shit I think about, like, every single fucking night. If not every single night, maybe every fucking week. So, yeah, like, I believe there's a God. I believe whatever, you know. But how the fuck do we know the Bible's true? How the fuck... It could literally be a story someone fucking made up. Like, someone fucking wrote. Like, we don't fucking know if it's true. I've seen so many different articles, so many different things on, like... there's so many lost things of the Bible. Like, there's no way that there's not, like, okay, if there's a fucking God, like, you know, there's no way there's not fucking aliens. It's like, it's like, so my brother believes in
I think
deism.
God is an alien.
I think so too. My brother believes in deism, so it's like God kind of created everything, and then he just, like, left it for, like, society to kind of, like, you know, just do its own thing. But I also believe, like, we have so much space that's so unexplored. Like, there's literally a galaxy that's like 20,000 miles away. Like, we don't know what's on other planets. We don't know what's on Jupiter. We don't know what's on Neptune. We don't know what's on Saturn.
Totally.
Like, nobody fucking knows. I think one time when I was living in Maui for like during the summer, like 3 months, I literally was sitting outside. Because in Hawaii, you can literally see the entire Milky Way. So if you're just sitting out, like, you can see the entire sky because there's no light pollution. So you can see the entire Milky Way. And I remember one time I saw this bright ass, like, yellow thing in the sky. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So I was watching it. And all of a sudden it just sped off. And everyone's like, no, it's just an airplane. I was like, there's no way that's a fucking airplane. Because an airplane doesn't fucking travel, like, super fast like that, you know?
True.
So I was like, there is no way. That was definitely a UFO. And I know there's definitely been people, like, I can't remember their fucking names, but it's like definitely older couple, like, in the 50s. They like got abducted. I think they were out one night. They were hiking or something.
Oh, I know.
They got abducted by aliens, and then they came back 5 months later, and then I saw that.
Hill.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I saw that, and then I saw on TikTok one time, this girl was telling her story of, like, these aliens that she came in contact with, and she said that one night, her and her friend in high school were sitting out on her balcony, and she remembers seeing this weird thing in the sky, like, coming towards her. And literally, from that point on, she blacked out. Her and her friend both blacked out, like, literally, and she said that she was dreaming, but she didn't know if it was a dream or if it was a reality. She said that she saw the fucking aliens, like, just this huge, like, long, like, you know, like, stick figure, like, big old head, like, long ass fucking arms, like, totally, like, doing experiments on her friend that she was with. They blacked out for 12 hours, like 12 or 14 hours straight, and they woke up They were in the same positions that they were in. And both of them were like, what the hell just happened? Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. There's definitely so much out in the universe that's so undiscovered. Like, even in the fucking ocean. Like, what? There's like 50% of the ocean that we have not discovered.
Oh, it's like 50 more. It's 75? Like 70 or 80. Yeah, it's
70
a lot
or 80% of the ocean. Like, there's no way. What if the fucking aliens are down there?
No, they are.
I actually saw a really cool theory. I saw a really cool thing on Reddit recently. So, not cool, but like interesting. So, like, I don't know if you guys remember, like, recently in the last, like, year or so, there's been a lot of videos that, like, the government has released of UFOs. Like, there was a whole Pentagon video of, like, the fighter pilots that saw UFO.
Ever since Trump had become president, everyone started fucking releasing those things, like, aliens are fucking real.
But one of the last things they did was they passed a law saying that, like, the government had to disclose everything they know about UFOs by, like, June of this year. Like, that was part of, like, the last spending bill or something. Anyways, I saw this post on Reddit, which, like, take it for what you will, that doesn't really mean much, but it was still interesting. Basically, this post on Reddit from 7 years ago, this dude basically made this gnarly post saying he worked for the NOAA, which is like the National Ocean Association, the people in the US government that monitor like the ocean, like the buoys and like tides and all that. Oh, yeah. This guy worked in the NOAA, and he went on Reddit on this thread about like, what do you know about your job that you can't tell people? And he made this post 7 years ago about how basically in working in NOAA, essentially aliens that we see and the UFOs that we see aren't actually from space. They're from very deep in the ocean. Yeah. They're basically Atlanteans. They're basically like what you hear of as like Atlantis and all that shit. They're an intelligent species that lives in our ocean. And essentially they're getting really upset at the way that we are treating the planet. The fact that like we're killing the planet is starting to affect them. And so they're willing to come forward in order to help us, help ourselves, and help them, because we all live on this shit together and they can't really ignore us anymore. And basically, the trippy part was in this post from 7 years ago, this guy basically said, in July of 2021, and this was posted again, this was posted in like 2015 or something, like a long time ago. In July of 2021, this species is going to make themselves known to the general public, and negotiations will begin to help work with them in fixing our planet. And at the time, everyone was like, yeah, whatever, fuck you, you're crazy. But the timing on that was kind of weird because this same Reddit account has posted things relating to the NOAA before and after that. Mundane things like, oh, the tides, this and that, like tsunami, this and that. Just basic shit, not interesting, besides this one post. But then, that last spending bill that passed had that clause that's like, everything the US government knows about aliens must be disclosed within like 180 days. And 180 days from that bill being passed is June of 2021 this year. Which would mean that if that's all disclosed by then, in July, that will be prime time for them to actually make things public. Which is just super weird. And like people have hypothesized that before, that aliens are actually here in the water and not in space.
No, I totally agree.
It's totally possible. We don't actually have aliens from another planet. We just have another intelligent species in our ocean that actively avoids us. Which would be why we only explore 80%, because the powers that be know that we can't explore more than that without causing conflict. Which is crazy to me. And it's crazy in general, but it's fun to think about.
So when I was like 13, 14, like even when I was younger, I was really obsessed with fucking mermaids. So when I was like 13, 14, I'd look up like real mermaids, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I'd come across these videos on YouTube that people would just find these like mermaid looking things like washed up on shores.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not even kidding, they would look like aliens. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Because dude, the Montauk Monster. You guys seen the Montauk Monster? Mm-hmm. Dude, MONTAUK, Montauk Monster. Look that shit up. It's this weird fucking thing that washed up in like Montauk. I think it's in New York. And it looks like a cross between like a dog and like a pig and a turtle. Yeah, dude,
does that
shit
not look
like that.
I've alien?
Seen shit like that.
Does that not look like an alien?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like exactly what they talk about, dude.
No.
Like shit like that washes up and people are like, what
like,
in the
what?
fuck, dude?
That looks like a human.
No.
Like shit like that washes. No, I've seen shit like that before, dude.
No.
How the fuck?
Like,
that's fake, obviously.
Yeah,
fake, but like
but some of those are like kind of fucking weird.
If you go on YouTube, the fucking little girl.
Some girl dressed as a mermaid.
If you go on YouTube and you literally look up like mermaids dead found on a beach, like you'll find some and they look like fucking aliens.
Oh yeah, it's like the same
aliens.
Description as like the grays that people describe and shit. Like that shit blows my mind.
It is so weird.
No, there's something. There's something, you know.
There's so
I don't know if
much
it's extraterrestrial or interdimensional or in the ocean, but there's something for sure. Like 100%.
We will find out more hopefully as this year goes on. I say